You know, for decades, we've all been warned about the dangers supposedly lurking inside an eggshell. But what if that conventional wisdom, that thing we've all heard for years, was just completely wrong? Today, we're going to crack open the myths to reveal the surprising power of one of nature's most perfect foods.
I bet you've heard it a million times. Hey, watch out for eggs, they'll skyrocket your cholesterol. It's a piece of advice that's been passed down for over half a century. But what if that advice wasn't just a little outdated? What if it was actually keeping you away from one of the most powerful, nutrient-dense foods on the entire planet?
All right, so first things first, let's tackle the elephant in the room, the great cholesterol myth. Because once you understand this, everything else about the incredible power of eggs just falls right into place.
This is it, isn't it? The number one question. This is the one thing that holds so many of us back from just enjoying this amazing food. So let's ask it directly and get a real, clear answer.
Well, the answer, and this is based on decades of modern research, is a huge, resounding no. That whole fear was built on some shaky, flawed studies from way back in the 1960s that have been totally debunked since then. Here's the most important part. Your liver, not your food, is the main cholesterol factory in your body. The cholesterol you eat actually has a pretty tiny impact on your blood cholesterol levels.
Okay, so what really happens when you eat eggs regularly? Well, your body's incredibly smart. When you take in some cholesterol from food, your liver just goes, okay, cool, I'll make less, and it keeps things in balance. What's even better is that studies show eggs often raise your HDL, that's the good cholesterol, and can even change your LDL particles from the small, dense, dangerous kind to a much healthier, large, and fluffy type. It's a total game changer, really.
Okay, so with the cholesterol myth busted, let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about what makes an egg a legit superfood, starting with its protein. And this isn't just any protein. I mean, think about it. An egg isn't like a piece of steak, which is just muscle tissue. An egg is literally the starter kit for building a whole new life.
Now, to really get why this is so important, we got to talk about something called biological value. It sounds technical, but it's super simple. All it means is how much of the protein you just ate can your body actually absorb and use? Because, not all protein is created equal.
And wow, this is where you can really see the difference. You eat some beef, and your body can use about 80% of that protein. Pretty good. Fish is a little better, around 85%. But eggs? They have a perfect score, a biological value of 100. 100%. That means absolutely nothing goes to waste.
So, what does a perfect 100% score actually mean for you in real life? Well, it means you're getting the most efficient fuel possible. We're talking faster muscle repair after your exercise, stronger building blocks for your bones and ligaments, everything you need for robust hormone production, and a more powerful immune system. It's pure, clean, efficient fuel.
But wait, there's more. Eggs are way, way more than just perfect protein. Tucked inside that yolk is this incredible toolkit that can flip some of your body's most important master switches. Okay, let's talk about an amino acid called leucine. Don't just think of leucine as another brick in the wall. Think of it as the foreman on the job site who literally yells, "Okay, team, time to build and repair." For anyone over 40 trying to keep their muscle mass, or really for anyone who's active, getting enough leucine is absolutely crucial. And guess what? Eggs are packed with the stuff. All right, now let's dive into something you probably don't hear about every day, methylation. The best analogy I've ever heard is to think of it like your body's ultimate 24/7 maintenance crew. This crew is always on the job, repairing your DNA, helping you detoxify, and even producing the brain chemicals that control your mood and focus. It is absolutely critical work.
And this is where it gets really interesting and super relevant. Get this, up to 40% of adults, that's nearly half of us, have this common genetic quirk that can slow down this whole vital maintenance process. And this can lead to things like brain fog, low energy, and poor detoxification. And most people have no idea why it's happening.
And this,
Right here is where the humble egg becomes a hero. It basically hand-delivers the exact raw materials that your maintenance crew needs to get the job done right. This powerful trio of choline, vitamin B12, and folate directly supports that methylation process, which is exactly why so many people say they feel sharper and have more energy when they start eating eggs regularly.
Okay, so eggs help with all that internal stuff, but they also act like a shield, a powerful defense system for one of our most precious senses, our vision.
See, hidden inside that beautiful golden yolk are these two amazing antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. And they aren't just fancy words, they are absolutely essential for keeping your vision sharp for the long haul.
I love this analogy. Just think of them as your eye's very own built-in sunglasses. They literally build up in your retina and act as a shield for those delicate eye cells. So here's what they do. They filter out harmful UV rays from the sun, and, this is huge in our modern world, they help protect your eyes from all that blue light blasting out of our phones and computer screens. And as a cool little bonus, they can even help sharpen your vision when the lights are low.
All right, so I think we can all agree, eggs are pretty amazing, right? So now for the really practical stuff. What kind of eggs should you actually buy at the store, and how can you make them even better in your own kitchen?
Walking down the egg aisle can be seriously confusing. All those labels. Let's just break it down real quick. Cage-free sounds nice, but it can still mean the hens are in crowded indoor barns. Pasture-raised is really the gold standard. That means the hens get to be outdoors, eat a more natural diet, and that often means a more nutrient-packed egg for you. And just remember, organic is about the feed, not where the hen lives.
And get this, you can actually supercharge your eggs just by pairing them with the right foods. For instance, throwing in some arugula can boost your antioxidant absorption by 9 times. 9! Adding onions supports your liver, avocado gives you great healthy fats, and even just a sprinkle of black pepper helps your body absorb more of the good stuff from the yolk.
Now look, while pasture-raised eggs are awesome, let's be real for a second. There's that old saying, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, and it totally applies here. Even a standard, conventional egg from the grocery store is a nutritional powerhouse, and it's 1,000 times better for you than a processed breakfast cereal, a sugary bar, or a pastry. So let's wrap this up with a final thought. I mean, think about it. For more than 50 years, one of the most perfect foods on the planet was treated like a villain. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If the official wisdom was so wrong about eggs for so long, what other things about our daily diet might be ready for a second look?
So, do you think you could stick to the apple a day challenge? Tell me your thoughts below. I'd love to hear about your own daily health habits. If you want more practical tips to level up your wellness routine, make sure to like this video and hit subscribe. Join our community here at Health Pulse so you never miss an update. I'll see you in the next one.